Darkmire is one of those towns I bet most people don't spend much time in. The requirements to get into this city are a literal joke compared to a city like Prifddinas, and this city offers 2 big money makers for my account. But if I want to make money, I have to spend it too. I'm currently at chunk unlock 237, meaning the 14 chunks I need to access this city will cost me 33 mil. I already have most of the needed GP, but what I don't have is the collection log items. So I need a good moneymaker and a good source of collection log items, which I have a perfect idea for both. Hey, how's it going everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Logging Chunks, a series where I obtain collection log items and use those items to unlock any adjacent chunk of my choosing. I started this journey in Lumbridge, and for every 100 chunks I unlock, I up the ante. I've unlocked 200 chunks, so I need 3 collection log items plus the added GP cost of 10,000 times the numerical order of the chunk I'm unlocking. My end goal is simple: the trimmed achievement diary cape. Detailed rules can be found in the description or my rules video. Okay, this isn't the perfect idea for collection log items, but I really do enjoy Castle Wars here doing the AFK method. Okay, this clip is going to be a bit PowerPointy. I had my encoder set to the wrong thing, so I do fix it this very next clip, but I'm going to go ahead and buy 4 items here. First one's going to be the white decorative full helm, then the white decorative plate skirt, the white decorative shield, and then lastly the white decorative sword for rounding it out to 210 tickets that was. Okay, there, I fixed it now, so no more PowerPoint slides. I'm currently at 426 collection logs, 24 of 39 Castle Wars items. If you don't know, I have to get all these individually, so I do have a few, and here is my collection logs tab, by the way, if you're new to the series, kind of going from the bottom up, but these are in the order I obtained them, so I'm just kind of looking for a couple Castle Wars ones. So yeah, I've gotten a lot. I'm still barely scratched the surface, like 12% into the grind. But yeah, I did forget to sell these 2 things from the last video, so this should get me to just over 24 mil. Okay, well, actually got me to 25 mil, but I'm ready to start focusing on the money now, and I think it's time to start challenging my PVM skills a little bit here. And what better place to do that than every Iron Man's favorite place, the Corrupted Gauntlet. Last episode, I unlocked the Deadeye Prayer Scroll, which is an important stepping stone for the Eagle Eye Prayer. I'm not exactly gifted when it comes to PVM, so that small DPS increase from Deadeye will likely be the difference I need. The holy grail of CG items is the 1 in 400 chance to get the enhanced weapon seed. If I get that, it's the Bofa and Blade of Saildor unlocked. I also have a 1 in 50 chance to get an armor seed, which can be used to make the full crystal set. I will need 6 of those eventually, but above all is the GP to be made. CG is one of the most consistent money makers in the game currently. Once I settle in, I'm hoping for at least 1 mil GP per hour, excluding uniques and crystal shards. So let's get to it. But first, I wanted to show my current map of Gielinor and all 236 chunks that I currently have unlocked, so feel free to pause it. Alright, so here we are, we have arrived. I'm actually kind of excited to do this. I'm excited to learn the gauntlet, I should say, but collection logs, yeah, as you can tell, 1 CG completion, 12 of the regular ones. I'm going to go ahead and start out with the regular, just to kind of get some of the cobwebs, some of the rust off. I think I'm going to try like 5 or 6 of these. Oh yeah, this definitely went much better than expected. I'm actually kind of decent at the regular one. And the GP from this isn't great, as you can tell, so I really want to do CG as soon as possible. But I'll go ahead and send another 1 or 2 or 3. Wait, whoa, this isn't the regular gauntlet. This is the red prison already. Well, I've done like 4 or 5 KC at the regular. I really want to try my best here. I have all this food, full tier 2, both perfected weapons. I feel like I have to get this KC, and if I don't, it's pretty embarrassing. But I'm the editor, so I can cut out and add anything I want, so you'll never know. Alright, looks like I got this kill in the bag, so this is the same kill count. If you're wondering, I'm not cutting anything out. This is the very same kill. I don't know how consistent I can be with this. I'm going to try my best to do full time. Not bad, but I'm going to try my best to do full time CG runs, and hopefully not die too many. Okay, so it's definitely been a while since my last completion. Probably 10 deaths. There's another completion for 3 KC, 2 combat tasks. I think the Gauntlet Master is just 20 KC overall. I don't know what 321 Mage is, but can I get a good reward for that? Okay, what is that? Crafting XP? This is my Iron Man account, what the heck? So 321 Mage is killing the Corrupted Hunlift without taking damage off prayer, so I'm really good at the game. And here we have the 5 KC marker, still dying pretty frequently, but that was actually by PB, so nice. Or a... Meh, that's a good one. I like that. I'll take that. Prep-wise, I am really good at this. I have the full tier 2, both perfected weapons, and a full inventory of cooked fish here at about a minute left. It's just the corrupted Hunlift fight that I have to struggle with. But I'm not struggling so much anymore. There is 10 kill count now. I'm dying less and less, and I got a little fancy plugin that kind of helps me see what I messed up on. Surely this PB can give me something good. That's not the greatest, but I'll take it. Okay, 12 KC. Now this is what I'm talking about. That's a lot of money. That's like the most I can get, minus a unique here. There's actually no way. Oh, there's the enhanced crystal weapon seed. That is the most spooned I can possibly be here. Holy cow, 16 kill count for that. I'm so sorry to all the Ironmen. 400, 500 KC without this thing. But I got it, so you guys just aren't good. So I gotta check the back-to-back. What do I get? Is that a subscribe to Wolf on Mic button? Well, I guess you guys should go ahead and do that. Might as well. I mean, I don't know. Should. With the enhanced now clogged, I can buy the Bofa or the Blade of Saildor. Of the two, the Bofa is definitely the priority. The price changes often, so if I want to buy it, I need to save at least 150 mil. I could continue to do CG for the money and also get a chance at a second one, which is the most obvious solution. I do still need the 6 armor seeds, so I'll definitely do more CG. If I were to buy all 6 of those after I clogged one, it'd be roughly 50 mil, bringing the total to nearly 200 mil needed. I'm still undecided on the matter, so for now, I'll just put that on the back burner. Okay, I'm at 36 KC now, and that probably was the longest run I've ever done for Crystal Weapon Seed. Okay, so I can make the Crystal Halberd, I believe, and something else I don't exactly remember. I haven't done the Western Province Hard Diary, so I can't actually make that, but it's not a collection log, so I'll take it. There's probably no better feeling than finally getting a positive KD here at the Corrupted Gauntlet. Just something about it for the mental, it feels good. It's a 6-point combat task. I believe that's just 50 KC, decent GP for that. I think I'm at about 10-ish mil, excluding the 2 uniques that I got. I'm gonna keep going for a little bit. I need maybe 10 more KC and I should have all the money I need. So I'm at the 60 KC mark, and let's see, that's the worst, come on, that's the worst one, seriously. I'm dipping still anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and sell everything I got here, see how much I get. Moment of truth, everything I get, 9.65 mil. Not terrible for about, well, I don't even know how long that took. Too long, probably. I did also collect 3 crystal implings for rune scimitars, baby dragon bones, and a crystal acorn, so that's pretty good for shards. If I could sell these 2 items, which I can't if you don't know Extreme Clogger, by the way, I would have made a lot of money, but oh well. So with all the money and then some collected, it's now time to collect the items that I need. Now with the 6 items that I've already gotten this episode, I'm about halfway to what I need. In the last video, I completed 72 easy caskets, and I need a lot of collection logs. I'm not expecting to get all 22 collection logs from these easy caskets, but if I can get maybe 10 to 12 and even 15, that would be a huge win, and it will decide what I do next, which I have no idea what I'm going to do next for a collection log, so let's just go ahead and open these. You know what, I was looking at these and I have 4 easy scrolls here with 72 caskets, and I'm at 226 completions. If I get to 74 caskets, that'll give me 300 total openings. Alright, well I did have to use all 4 of my scrolls, but there is the 74 caskets. So let's head to my favorite place and open these. Let me go ahead and pause real quick here. So this is Edit Me, and what you're about to see is my clue opening. I've always struggled with how to show these in the clips, so if you can give me any advice and tell me if you like what I do now, that'd be great. Alright, totally forgot to pull up my recorder, but there's 1 collection log item already, Armadillo page number 2. And before I open any more, just go ahead and pause it here to see what I'm starting with. Alright, there's the second item, Black Helm H3. And there is a studded body trimmed, nice. Ooh, next blue Wizard Rope Top G, nice, nice. Sarah Doman page 3. Iron Plate Legs G, a lot of G's. And speaking of G's, there's a leather chaps G. And then coming in Armadillo page number 4. Bronze plate body trimmed, looks pretty cool. Black plate skirt trimmed, also looks kind of cool. Oh, I always love getting these nice money ones. And there's a pair of Armadillo robe legs. Blue elegance shirt. And it's been dry for the last 15. Oh, I got one, just the penultimate clue. Blue elegant skirts, nice back to back with the blue and elegant stuff. But there's the last clue. So I did get 13 collection log items there. I think 10 of them were here, and then 3 from the shared. Not the greatest clue opening, I'll admit, but 13 is 13 items. So that means I just need 9 more, and it's time to make some decisions here. There's one skill that I've neglected on this account, and it's the easiest one to train, fire making. The seemingly useless skill is the key that will unlock my next grind. The goal now is 95 fire making. From my current level, this should take about 30 hours. So buckle up everyone, things are about to heat up. Get it? Things are heating up. Fire making. Anyone?
Oh,
No, okay.
This guy stinks!
And I am starting this grind out at 45, so there's 46 KC. I think most of those I did were solos. I did get 74 fire making last game. I'm gonna stack those rewards there, so maybe to like 100. And I actually haven't even been here since I made these changes. You can drink these rejuvenation potions and they actually heal your warmth, which is like your new health bar here. If it dips below 0 or 2-0, you die, which I definitely didn't find out, by the way. I don't know what you're accusing me of here.
So safe, bye.
Alright, and arguably much less cute 80 fire making update. I do have 89 rewards currently. Alright, I'm at 92 KC currently, 101 searches here. I'm gonna go ahead and start searching. I'm at 100, might as well start pulling some stuff here, see if I can get lucky. Looks like I did get a bit of luck. Pyromancer's robe bottoms, that is 3 of 4 outfit pieces now. I just need the boots. The pet would be nice too. And yep, I got no luck here other than some good burnt pages, 76k cash, some warm gloves, which I actually forgot to wear, and also the bruma torches. You can actually wield these things in your hand or offhand, and it acts as a tinderbox. Yeah, I'm not going to bore you with all these updates, so montage time. Alright, 88 fire making. Everybody clap for me here. Okay, nobody wants to clap. I got 213 searches here. I'm going to do the big search now. See if I can get lucky. I have only one more piece of the pyromancer to get, the tome and the pet. So let's see what happens here. Ooh, coming in at the very last couple, pyromancer's boots. That is all I got there. That's perfect. I did also get 137k cash, good amount of burnt pages, more duplicate warm gloves and broom torch. But yeah, now I do have the full set, so I'll get that 2.5 XP bonus. 90 fire making. And there's the 92 fire making update. It's halfway, by the way. Well, they said it could be done, and I proved them all right for 95 fire making. About 30 hours, 31 hours, 1900 total. It's time to do a little magic trick here. So I'm at 364 KC total, which is like 70% to 99's KC, which I'll go for eventually. It's not that Winter Todd sucks in particular, but I've done over 2k KC across all my accounts, gotten 99 over 3 times, close to 4 now, but I do have 382 searches here, and search I shall. I think that was just a back-to-back hood and a robe, nice. Well, there's all the pulls, and I ended up getting an entire full set and 300k cash, 94 burnt pages from that. So on the screen, I'll put up my total loot that I got from the Runeline tracker isn't showing correctly. I'll edit that post. But it was a lot of pulls, probably like 700 plus pulls that I did. The collection log looks nice, 2 of everything. I can actually trade in all the duplicates. And you get extra burnt pages, I think 50 burnt pages per duplicate. Okay, here is the duplicates that I got. 1 full set, 2 extra gloves, and then 2 extra torches. I already have the full set on me here. Okay, and there we go. So I got 400 pages, and if I had price checked this, 2.3 mil for getting lucky. I'll definitely take that. All right, the big money bag's coming in. The final one, 3 point that. Okay, I'm gonna get an extra. Let's do it for that much. All right, total price check, 7.8 mil for 31 hours, I think, something like that. So I don't know the math, like 200 something K an hour. Not great, but you know, it's something for sure. And this will actually pay for my next grind, which is the Shades of Morton Catacombs. Shades of Morton offers me 9 collection logs. 8 of them can only be obtained via silver and gold chests. To unlock those chests, you need to cremate remains to get keys. And to cremate remains, that's right, you need fire making. 85 fire making plus fire remains yields the silver keys. 95 fire making plus urium remains yields the gold keys. I could cremate the fire remains only for gold keys, but the rate is pretty low and you only get one variant, so overall not worth. I can buy all the needed supplies since I have a main account. It's a fairly big investment, so hopefully my return will be decent. Okay, that was a massive dent to the cash, but I still have 2 mil left over just from Wintertodd. Now the magic pyralogs aren't buying, so I may have to make them myself. So my best way to get here is the Barrows teleport. It drops me off pretty close to Morton, right over here. And then the next step is you put your logs, then your remains, and then you burn them, and then your key and or, not right now, beekeeper, but there is the key. So I have a 1 in 5 chance, I think, to get coins. So I'm hoping for about 60 keys, which about 1 in 60 is the rate to get the silver locks. So I think it'll work out pretty well. All right, there's the first inventory done, and I got 9 silver keys, not too bad. I do get these gold ones like I mentioned, but it would take so long to get all the gold keys I need. It just would not be worth it. But you've seen the whole method now, so I think it's time for a little B-roll montage. I interrupt your B-roll montage to bring you 73 prayer. Pretty surprised I got that, being I don't get much prayer XP for this. Alright lads and gents, this is the last one I need right here. It doesn't take that long, maybe 3 hours to get all these keys that I needed. If you leave them all on this little pillar here, they stay here for 2 minutes, so if you're quick enough, you can just kind of spam click the little cremate thing. So I counted up all my keys and I got 402 gold ones, 48 silver ones. I'm probably going to need more unless I get just insanely lucky, but it's really late, so I'm going to go to bed and do this tomorrow. Yo, not gonna lie, I am pretty intimidated by this right now. So first up will be the silver keys, silver crimson ones. They don't really make any difference. They just have very small differences in the regular loot. Oh nice, there's the Amulet of the Damned, which is like a 1 in 15 drop I think from these keys. So pretty much right on rate. I'll take it. Hey, let's go. There's the silver locks. No way. Into the bloody notes. That's a back-to-back. I know the bloody notes are like a 1 in 150. The locks are 1 in 60. This account's RNG, just needs to be studied or something. That's too crazy. Alright, last silver key. I'm saving 1 just in case I ever need to come back here. I'll put the loot on the screen. I definitely got really lucky. I shouldn't have even gotten the locks or the bloody notes, and I ended up getting 1 extra lock. But on to the gold keys now. Hey, there we go. The gold locks, those were pretty much right on rate. This is my second inventory, and then almost a back-to-back. Ooh, the Zealot's boots. No way. This is like my third inventory. I'm getting really lucky. Holy cow. Okay. The Zealot's helm now. I'm gaming, what can I say? Okay, this needs to stop. This has to stop. Zealot's robe bottom. That's item 450, which is the halfway mark for this season. And also all the items I now need, I still have like 300 keys left. I've barely used 100 and something. So I'm gonna keep going. This luck is really good right now. Yo, Tree Wizard's Journal. Yeah, I don't know what else to say other than spoon. If you're wondering what the Tree Wizard's Journal and also the Bloody Notes book does, if you open it, there's a scroll inside, and once you read that scroll, you unlock the ability to craft Blood Bark armor and Swamp Bark armor. Both are pretty niche. I don't have a use for either set on this account, but I have access to them now, which is nice, I guess. Oh my god, I have 200 and something keys left. I green logged all gold ones and it took 266 keys. I think I just confirmed my account is just broken. But I will say I look pretty fantastic right now. If you don't know what this outfit does, it basically does what the Chaos Altar and the Wilderness does, but only 5% of the time, so it's pretty niche, but I will get some use out of it now that I have it so early. Well, all the keys are officially done with, and honestly, I think I might make a profit here. Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna get a small profit here. Let's check it. So I get a total of 5.6 mil, almost 5.7. I think I made 200k actually. Surprisingly, I made 200k from doing this. I'll put up all the loot I got from all 5 variants of the gold chests. I'm pretty surprised at the value you get from each opening. And this was 401 total gold keys. So with all the GP made, all the items obtained, I can officially start working towards unlocking Darkmire and completing Sins of the Father. So let's head over to Canifis. But before we head to Canifis, there's a few things I need to catch you up on. I was a little sick, so I just didn't feel like questing. First things first, I had to pay for the chunks that I'm going to unlock, all 14, so 2.370 mil, and then I took that out 13 more times, and then took out an extra 130k to get a total of 33.3 mil. And with that payment, I've officially paid over 200 mil for chunk unlocks this series, which I think will get to over 500 mil. I decided to send some hill giant kills because I'm still working passively on the giant champion scroll. This is a good source of beginner clues for me because I also need to green lock that eventually, and get the giant keys for the future Obor grind. While I was doing one of my beginner clues, I totally misclicked like a billion times trying to travel the Stake Fairy ring. Went to the wrong chunk, and when I turned the lights off, and this is a chunk I don't have, I got 2 extra music tracks should not have gotten, which was pretty upsetting. After about 1,000 kills, I had 21 beginners to open. I did get 7 giant keys and 3 agent shards, which is pretty nice. I did end up getting one item, the Rune Scimitar Ornament Kit, the Zamrock version. It's a pretty good fashion scape. I did get another item, the Amulet of Defense Trimmed. I definitely got lucky getting 2 items from those 21 caskets. I for some reason did not show my beginner log, so I'll throw it on the screen now. 234 completions with 12 of 16 beginner uniques unlocked now, so that's pretty hype. And with that, I'm officially recovered enough to start questing, so let's get to it. Alright, now that we're all caught up, it's time for the first quest in this quest line, In Search of the Mire Key. I think that's how you pronounce it. This quest is very much an introductory to the quest line, so I'll summarize it. I have to locate their hideout, which I have to ride this boat up the river. Then I have to fix this lovely bridge with 88 construction, no big deal. I meet up with them, give them some insanely sharp steel weapons, watch some actual cinema take place, and get jump scared by Van Stromklaus. Kill a hellhound, and that's honestly pretty much the entire quest. I'm not too big into the lore of this game, so just watch the by-release episode. But there is In Search of the Mire Key done. Let's move on to the next quest, and a little bit better of a quest. Quest number 2 in the Mire Key series, In Aid of the Mire Key. Essentially, this quest, you're a handyman. You have to go around fixing Berg de Rot, and that will be the town that we're setting up our base in and hiding out in. I took the swamp boated down here, and that was a medium Moritania area task. I do have to unlock all of Berg de Rot, so I'll go ahead and do that now. I can guarantee you that's a bot. Don't know what the GP per hour here at Temple Trekking is, but let's make the world a better place. So this basement here will be the base of operations for the rest of the questing series moving forward, so I have to clean it, of course, you know? Once we clear all that rubble, we find this plaque, and I don't know the significance, but it's B-roll. And now it's handyman time. We have to help the entire town, starting with the shop owner here. Next up is this bank, and I had no idea this guy had this much drip. We finished fixing up the town, and now we get to take this guy's hammer. It's one of my favorite weapons in the game. So now we have to take this temple trek back to Canifis. You can choose Route 1, which is the shorter, more dangerous, or Route 2, which is the safer, longer route. We're taking Route 1 all day. Now, we need to make a weapon to actually take out these vampires. Only weapon is the Evandis Rod, so we got a rod mold. And don't ask me how this works, I'm not a lore guy or anything, but I tipped this rod as well, and it makes the Rod of Evandis, so yeah. And there it is, quest complete. In Aid of the Mire Key is done. It's time for the worst quest in this questline series, and probably second, third worst in the game. September 4th, 2006, a day that should not have happened. Darkness of Hallavale was released. I'm not a fan of this quest, but I do need a lot of chunks, so bear with me for just a moment. Turning on Quest Helper, I don't care. I did no Quest Helper for the first 2, I'm doing it for this quest. The essential essence of this quest is we have to spy on Mireditch, particularly the vampiric overlords. When we find out that the citizens are being blood-tithed, they're basically being sucked dry, and we need to fix it. The quest is basically a infiltration, spying, and reporting back, and a lot of running around, which I'm not a fan of. So I'll just see you at the quest completion. Or not, I forgot I needed this little corner here. This is into Darkmire, so I guess I'll just go ahead and unlock it anyways, no biggie. Yeah, that was just so much fun. Darkness of Halovale was completed. Only thing good out of this is the XP rewards, which are going on Herblore. I got 73 Herblore from that. Pretty cool. That's pretty much all I got to say for this one. So next. Okay, now we're getting into some pretty good ones. Quest 4 in the Myarchy series, A Taste of Hope. And I gotta say, Mod Ed, really good at designing quests. I really hope he makes the sequel to Sins of the Father. I need to go ahead and unlock a chunk because I need to take this boat here down to sleep, which is basically the only way I can get there. The only thing I don't like about taking this boat is this dude charges 10k per boat trip. I think you can pay 1 mil to unlock it permanently, but there's no way I'm using this thing 100 times. But now that we're here, let's go ahead and unlock the Tob chunk. As the name implies, this is a taste of hope for the Myarchy people and the resistance that we are taking part of. There's been a discovery in the laboratories, so we need to go down there and check it out. Leave it to every resistance to have at least one crooked blackboard. So I guess they've done some scientific Gillinor research, and they found out something to fight back with. You would think it's this mysterious potion here, but in this case it's used on a door to get some notes. So we need to go back to Velia.
Well met.
Did he just say well met?
Well met.
If you remember back many seconds ago to when I got the Evandus Rod, we're going to upgrade that, and we're upgrading it to the Evandus Flail, which I'm assuming is just a more powerful version, so we can take out a certain someone, Rhaenys Draken. So yeah, only this weapon can damage him. I wish we could make the next version in Sins of the Father. That would really speed this up, but I'll have no difficulties with this. Yeah, there's the last hit. That was super easy. First attempt, barely used any food. Ooh, that's me after one too many drinks over there. Well, there we have it. Taste of Hope completed. I get the Dragon's Medallion, which I've been really looking forward to. It's a direct teleport to Darkmire when we do Sins of the Father, and to the TOB Bank, and eventually sleep, but I'm probably never gonna do Nightmare because that boss is a nightmare. But now, time for the big quest, the one we've all been waiting for. It's all coming to a boiling point here with this next one. Released June 4th, 2020, Sins of the Father, the 5th quest in the installment, and currently the end of the story, but there's a new quest coming out relatively soon. I need a few chunks, so let's go ahead and unlock those. I'm not gonna lie, the vibes this quest is already putting off is a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. We got a Jester, a Plague Doctor, and just some random dude zooted on the floor. So we gotta start out by following this dude, and I've never understood how they just never actually see me. Then we take out this guy and destroy his laboratory. Well, it appears I've made an oversight. I need to talk to Ivan Strom over here, and it's in this chunk, and I didn't plan this one. I guess I have to unlock it. This has got to be in the top 2 sound effects in the game. Now the plan is to go to the Icene Graveyard, which is in a chunk I don't have, but I did plan this one, so let's go ahead and unlock that now. And we have to kill, in my opinion, the best version of a Bloodveld, a mutated Bloodveld. Now we have to take out Damien. I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name. And once he dies, we kind of just rub our clothes all over his body. Pretty nasty, but now we smell good enough to go in here, I guess. Now that I smell up to par with the citizens of Darkmire, I can step foot. So there is the first time in Darkmire. And I can already tell why people don't spend much time in here. We need to upgrade our Evandus Flail into a new, more powerful upgrade. So these blister wood logs help with that. Alright, so use the logs on the sickle, and then I think the sickle should go onto the new flail. Upgrade the blisterwood flail, and there we go. This is the most powerful flail in the game. The one I will be having for this fight coming up, so it's about to go down. Are you kidding me? I need another chunk, and I need 2 more items for this. I do have 21 hard caskets as a backup. I wanted to open these after I got 100, but I'm doing it now. There's one item, the blue D'hide Chaps G, and then the Rune Kite Shield G. It's a lot of G's again. Alright, I have all the items now. I did prematurely unlock that Canopus chunk early without paying for it, but I had plenty of cash, so it's all good. But there's the money for that one. And then here is the one for that little tiny strip of land that I need. Now I'm caught up on all chunk unlocks, and this quest took 16 chunks to do. Let's go finish it out after we unlock this chunk. This may be the most cinematic conversation right before a boss fight. 10 out of 10 quest. Vanstrom, it's time. The deed is done, and homie over here says he needs some alone time. Are you kidding me, man? I need alone time after that fight. Sins of the Father quest completed, Tome of Experience for a lot of XP, and now I can use my medallion to teleport to Darkmire. I'm using all these on rune crafting, which I've calculated to perfection for 67 rune crafting. That quest completion feels really good. I like that quest line overall. This is really my first official steps into Darkmire, so we got a nice little hanging over here, a lovely corpse cart. But now that I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and do some thieving, I think. I'm going to go ahead and start thieving just for 1 hour, test it, see how much XP, money, all that jazz. My current success rate is about 52%. It's not the greatest. I don't have access to the Shadow Veil spell, but I have dodgy necklaces. Alright, so 1 hour is done, so about 144k XP. Cash and gems and runes, probably 300-ish K. Overall, not terrible. I just had to get lucky one last time. I told myself I was going to leave when I got 95 thieving, and I got this 21k XP away. Like with most things on this account, I got it way under rate. And there we have 95 thieving. I may end up doing this to 99. Not 100% sure. I think I would wait for the blood shards to go up though before I'd made a commitment on that. So Jagex, ban the bots. Okay, so final haul. I can only sell one of these blood shards. I'll keep the other one in the bank permanently. These things are only 6 mil. I remember when these were so much more, like double this price. So the grand total for 5 hours is about 7.3 mil. Not terrible. Supplies are basically zero, so I made about 1.4-ish mil per hour, which I'll take. I did forget to sell these gems, so that's an extra 220k, so we'll call it 1.5 mil per hour. I do plan to do Highlights Sepulchre next episode, but there's one last thing I want to do this episode. There was a lack of farming content, I had to change that. 96 farming, I'm sticking with my 1 farming level per video, so I'll see you at 99 episode 28. I have gotten a lot accomplished this video, the most clogs ever in a single episode in fact. I have a lot of editing to do, so I'll be hitting all the shooting stars I can. Anyways, be sure you're subbed so you don't miss the next video, and I will see you real soon. Take care and have a good one.